Deciding up.
It's deciding.
All right. Welcome all of our friends at YouTube and friends around the world. This is Nature's Frequency Saturday main event. And today's a really cool event for me. Today, right after this call, I have to drive to Manchester. I'm playing a big league match in tennis. And I'm going to, well, you know what? I'm going to show you now what makes our product special. All right. Because it's kind of hard to explain. But in case you don't know, I'm a really good tennis player. I'm a certified tennis pro. I grew up, I was number one in New England. I got to number 17 in the country. And I played number one for University of Florida, which is probably one of the biggest tennis schools in the country. Anyways, I'm in the record books for 20 singles wins. Less than 50 people did it in 60 years. University of Florida was number one in the country a couple of years ago in tennis. It's a good tennis school. Anyways, I was on a scholarship. I played there and I got totally burnt out. Like, can't explain it any other way. I was at the end of the college. I graduated May 1st, got married May 2nd, went and get my master's after that. And I quit tennis on May 3rd. 35 years later, push the clock forward. I'm playing racquetball at my tennis club. And these guys are like looking for a fourth. And they're on the court and I'm up in the bar and they're going, "Can you play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can play." So, and this is totally random. So I go down to the court and the first game, I missed my serve a bunch of times. Then all of a sudden I started killing the serve and they couldn't return it. They go, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? So I wound up beating my doubles partner and I beat these guys 6-0. Then they gave me a different guy. We switched. We won 6-0. And they're like, "Why don't you play tennis?" I'm like, "That's a good question." I had just got so burnt out in college that, I was playing every day, singles and doubles, 100-degree heat in Florida. I had to travel to all the Southeast Conference teams. So I'm traveling to Alabama, Auburn, Kentucky, Georgia, and playing these tough teams. And there's one match in particular I played at Tennessee. In Tennessee, back then, these are like the early 80s. Back then in Tennessee, there was a stadium that was ginormous. It was like the U.S. Open. It was a whole wall of orange fans rooting against me. And I'm playing this guy, Mike DePalma. His father's the coach. He turned pro and did really well. But every time I missed a shot, the crowd went wild. And I have never felt like, and in singles, it's you on the court. So, like, I got to tell you, it wasn't fun. And I didn't win that match. Okay. And back then, Tennessee didn't have any sports. Like professional. There was no basketball there. There was no football there. There was just the volunteers. So everybody, this is the most fans I ever played against. And they all hated me. So I missed a shot, they'd go nuts. And it was the coach's son and the kid's good. And it wasn't enjoyable. I got to tell you. Doubles much better. At least I got a partner to talk to. Well, 5,000 people are yelling against me. But singles, very tough. Anyways, without further ado, I'm playing tennis again. And I came back. I'm a certified tennis pro. I teach tennis. I teach pickleball. I love it. And today I'm going right after this call down to Manchester. I'm a ringer for our league. I play number one doubles and I don't rarely lose. So my coach loves me. And right after this call, I go there. How do I do it? I got to show you. All right. And let me start with, I always tell you what I do. Number one, the spray bottle. Yeah, baby. You just spray yourself. You'll feel better. Number two, all right, the inside of my nitro above my ankle. Number three, my knee. Don't leave home without renewing my knee. I play and teach on hard courts. I am all original body parts. All right. Original body parts in my age, I'm 63, is really a good thing. All of my buddies have fake knees, new hips, new shoulders. They think it's like, I'm not doing that. Like, I am keeping my right knee. And in tennis, your right knee gets a lot of pressure because you push off on it, you push off in the serve. I love Renew. I just can't put it any other way. K27, Nitro, baby. All right. Oh, I don't know if I can show this, Arch. Hips. Can you
Yep.
see that? All
Yep.
right. Upper thighs, nitro. And finally, the pièce de résistance, RJ, my forearm. Okay. 2 nitro. And in my right pocket, because I put tennis balls, the earthing card, the EMF Shield and earthing card. And I always keep a couple spare nitro because the ones on my arm sometimes fall off. So that's in my right pocket. In the left, I put tennis balls. But that's how I go play. And I drink my special water. Um, that's how I play. And you know what? It helps me win. And I enjoy it. So it's keeping me young. But anyways, I didn't mean to digress, Arj, but I just kind of had to tell people. I'm
No, that's
really,
good.
literally, right after this call, I'm going. And here's the other funny thing is, I sweat a little bit, but I hate serving with a wet shoulder. So I will go through like 3 shirts and change them. People like, I'm like, no, I don't like lifting my arm, serving with a wet shoulder. It's kind of sticky. And my serve is great serve. So I am not going to inhibit me in any way. So I change shirts. I'll change shirts 3 or 4 times today, depending on how hot the club is. So, and I'm good with that. So, Arj, without further ado, what do we have?
All right. All right. All right. Let's share the screen over here. All right. Do you see what I see?
Oh, I see the beach. I
We
am
like the
not at the beach.
beach. We
I'm
like the
on the
beach.
should be on my island. I am not, but I leave right from here to tennis, and you really can't get there by boat. So yes, Arch, we are beautiful people. That is a beautiful picture. Enjoy it. We love it. This is our Saturday Zoom event. We are so happy to have you and all our friends out there in Zoom land, wherever you may be, from Australia to the UK, all our live friends. We love you all. Next. Arj, we're good. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. 14 international awards, including the gold medal Edison. Very cool. 6 US patents, which I got to tell you are not inexpensive. These are real patents. I have to pay real renewals. I have to pay real lawyers. And I just got another renewal bill for $1,000. You have to keep them renewed and active. But we hold the patents. We have the patents to offset the EMF frequencies, which is absolutely huge. We have the patent for the earthing card for earthing. We're really proud of these patents. And, we filed them like 11, 12 years ago. It takes a while. And these are not pending. These are issued numbered patents. Fox News, RJ was live, and Stuart Varney and Sons, he did phenomenal. I'll never forget it. I was on vacation watching it and drinking alcoholic beverages on the beach. And RJ was live with Stuart Varney. He did a phenomenal job. And we were like featured in USA Today, full page. It wasn't an ad that we took. It was a story about the food freshness card. So we're really pretty proud of our products. And we are the inventors. We are the makers. Today's topic, energy from the feet up. I can't stress. All right, Arch, you got to kill the picture. I'm going.
Yep. Here we go.
All right, here's the deal. I can't stress how important your feet are. Okay. I do. You guys know I live on an island a lot, like 7 months of the year. I walk around barefoot and I hit tennis balls to my dog. He chases them. But I'm earthing. Earthing has 2 good parts to it. It's got negative ions that go through your body. And you know what's funny is you all see in our blood video how the blood separates with our products. Well, that's what the negative ions help do. So it helps blood flow. It's really simple. That's part of earthing. And it was really funny. Somebody's describing how wonderful it is. And because it separates the blood. Well, if you've ever seen our videos, that's what our products do. So we're pretty proud of that. But that's a huge benefit. But the earth speaks at the Schumann resonance. Everything has a vibration. The earth vibrates 7.83. And your body functions, the brain functions. So your body is getting fed a vibration that is good. Okay. EMF, bad. Okay. Human resonance, good. So if it's a good frequency, there's no disturbance. Your body functions the way it's supposed to be. That's why you feel so good walking on the beach. All right. Because you're getting hit with what your brain thinks. It's sort of like if you go to a concert and the left ear is playing hard rock and the right ear is playing Beethoven. Your body's a friggin' mess, and so's your brain, because it can't function. Well, picture a frequency, a low frequency, 783, and then the EMF that's shooting, and it's microwaving. So like it doesn't work for you. Your body's not going to function as well. So earthing is very good, barefoot, but we don't all do that. So what do we do? All right. And again, I cannot stress enough how good it is to walk barefoot whenever you can. Stand outside for 10 minutes. If you're up in Alaska cold, sorry, it's not fun. You can't do it. But for these times, and if people live in high rises, that's a problem. Your brain isn't getting 783. It's not getting any earthing. Like, it's not good for you. So you need to find a way to help it. Ajay, Rick has a secret.
Ooh.
And it was funny. I was talking to our buddy Harry in Australia, and he had to have a pair of insoles that finally wore out. I'm guessing 6-8 years. I've got insoles that are beat, but they still work. All right. These are special programmed insoles. But this is really the cool thing, Arch. I just went in my closet, and I got to show you this. I pulled out what I wear. Okay. These are my work boots. If you look inside them, yep, we got a pair of insoles. They get worn. These are my favorite Margaritaville shoes. Okay. Insoles. These are another pair of Crocs. My tennis shoes. Look how worn out these are. I have brand new tennis shoes. But you know what I pick? I pick the ones with my insoles. Now, Arj, this is funny. Look at what I don't wear. My brand new Margaritaville.
They're all brand new.
Jolie yelled at me. I had them on. But I got brand new Margaritaville shoes. You know why I don't wear them? Because I don't have insoles in them yet. I have to have the office send me more insoles. But that's what I have. And what am I wearing right now? On the way to tennis? My insoles. All right. And then I'm going to put on one of those old pair of sneakers, because you know why? Because they have my insoles. I got brand new 2 pair of sneakers in the other room. They're going to sit there until I put insoles in them. Why? All right. The key to the insoles, you have all your acupressure points of your feet. All right. And it starts at the feet. And we worked with doctors way, way back that were really smart. And one of them happened to be a foot doctor. And he told us the purpose of this. Another one was a pharmacologist doctor. She's a genius. She has 3 doctorates. And she goes, look, to stimulate this organ, these are the frequencies you need. So if you happen to put like what goes to stimulate liver on the liver spot of your foot, like, guess what? Good things happen. Your body, your liver will function better. So we kind of got some secrets. And that's why with our insoles, you always cut the heel. Don't cut the toe. The toe is the pituitary, and we start there and work our way down. All right. I can tell you on the pituitary, it's a very important spot, the big toe. And we have a very special patch we made just for that. All right. And I'm not going to tell you what's in it. You know why, Arch? Because it took us a long time to figure out some of these things. And we only get better. One of our people that we loves our insoles. And, she wanted to make sure we could add earthing and grounding frequencies. And I promised her, I said, Cynthia, they're there. All right. So we help you at any given time with the insoles. All right. We were tested once in a hospital way, way, way back, and they were amazed with a Doppler at the blood flow. All right. The insoles are phenomenal. RJ, do you have the survey results from?
I sure do.
Oh, RJ.
There we go. All right.
It's funny. I couldn't even find it if I looked. All right. Go find my survey results.
Here we go.
You have to help me because I'm on my phone. So start on the top left. What is that?
All right, top left, level of back pain before and after using the insoles. Before, we were at a 2.83 on a scale of 0 to 5, 5 being the worst. And then after insoles, we're at a 1.33, and that's pretty significant.
RJ, that's huge. And just so everybody understands, remember we always told you we only sold our products through doctors, okay, for years and years and years. That's all we sold it through. So in the doctor packs that they sold, they had the survey in it. So they sent it up. They sent the surveys back. We thanked them. And they gave us, they answered the questions. And, to help lower back pain from your feet, imagine that. Like, what's up with that, Arch? Because if you can help your spinal cord talk and your lower back talk to the rest of your body, it may turn on some meridians that may make your body function better. All right. Please understand that we're all about the meridian system, and your foot is like acupressure. If you can activate a spot in your foot, you're going to help whatever spot that is for acupressure. All right, Art, what do we got on top right? That looks like a huge difference.
That is foot pain and plantar fasciitis.
Oh,
Yep.
my tennis buddy, his wife had plantar fasciitis, and he's telling me she's brutal. I instantly wrote to my office and had him send her a size 5'6". She's a little lady, and she hit me back. I saw her again, and this is my good friend Scott, and she loved it. I sent another pair so she could put them in all her shoes. Like it was the right thing to do. I can't tell you how many people have said it helps amazing for plantar fasciitis. We can only help. We don't cure anything, just so
Correct.
Everybody knows. We don't claim to cure everything. We're like elves. We're like Santa's little helpers. All right. And it really helps with foot pain. I got to tell you, it does. All right. Bottom left, Arch. What does that one say?
Level of lower body, knee, and hip pain.
Oh, my knees. All right. One of my best friends up here in New Hampshire is the orthopedic surgeon for the U.S. ski team. Great guy. And he actually, in case baby breaks something like her foot, he actually comes to our house and says, yep, it's broken. You got to come to the office. We got to set this. Good friend. And my knees, he'd love to operate and give me new knees. I don't want them. I want to be original. So I love my Renew. All right. I can't stress enough. And RJ, my nails grow like a weed. All right. And even my hair, RJ, I'm getting hair.
Woo!
Hair, nail, skin. And Jolie says I look good. But, between the insoles and my right knee, I'm telling you, I'm going to be, in case you don't know, I can work like 7 hours a day building a rock wall. Yesterday it was destroying a closet. All right. Jolie decided to take out some stairs, me to take out the stairs, take out the closet, put in a floor. Anyway, so I do these things, and this is normal for me. And I'm wearing my work boots with the inner soles. And it's funny, like I have brand new work boots. They're going to stay brand new until I put inner soles in them. And I like my inner soles in it. I will not take a pair out just on principle because they're there. That's where they belong. So, and when you take them out, they feel naked. Like I won't wear it. That's it. I might as well throw the shoes away. If I take my insoles out, I'm throwing it away. But anyways, so yesterday, and I did have a buddy help. We had to take a wall out. I wish I could show you these pictures.
I know.
How can I do that on my phone, Arch?
Not really.
All right, forget it. Anyways, that was today. I'm at the mainland. Hold on. You remember I tell you guys, I'm always doing something. Well, that's Gunstock ski area. So now we're gonna come over here. All right. These are all I built all this, by the way. Yes, by hand. But you see this wall? Oh, see, there's my turkeys. I know. Can you see that, Arch?
Yep.
Turkeys?
Little dots.
No, they're turkeys. All right. You see this wall? All right. This wall is not little. Hold on, Arch. I got to go down there so you see the wall.
Yeah.
It's just, the kids used to call it Dad's Great Wall of China because it's really pretty big. But you see those blocks? Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I live in New Hampshire, and I hate to tell you, water got behind it. It iced. Water got behind it. It iced. The whole wall came down. Boom. Popped. So you can see the very, very end. I didn't take that down yet and fix, but I had to redo all of these blocks. These are just some of my weapons of destruction. Anyways, this is the stuff I do. And I don't even think twice. All right. And yes, my work boots. Oh, see the pavers? I got pavers everywhere. Those had to get pulled up. And don't think those are light, Arj. Anyways, isn't that a nice view? That's Gunstock ski area. We ski there in the winter. And in a couple weeks, this is going to be the most gorgeous foliage up here. I don't know. Can you see it on my phone, Arch?
You can. Yep, you can see it.
All right, good. All right. We digressed, didn't I?
A little bit, but that's all good.
All right. Can we go back to let's go back to your chart.
All right.
What's in the bottom right?
Back to the chart.
We go back to the chart.
Here we go. Level of joint aches and spasms.
Oh, spasms. All right. Sometimes I work very hard, and sometimes when I'm done, I love my beer. Okay? I'm not Australian, Harry, but I got to tell you, if I worked hard all day last night, nothing tastes better than a bunch of beers. All right? So they probably tell me I should hydrate more. Okay? And you hear that, hydrate, but every once in a while you get a cramp and you're in bed and your leg just starts like, oh, my leg is straight. The muscles are all tight. Put Renew or Relief on it. Okay? And it'll stop the spasms. You can go back to bed. My leg has been totally straight. I couldn't even unstraighten it. But I got to tell you, all right, the insoles will also help. But I'm not putting insoles in bed on my feet. All right? Anyways, so they definitely will help with that. Cramp, spasms, it'll definitely help. But our Renew and Relief patches work incredible. In case you get a cramp in the middle of the night, just put them on, and then you'll say thank you to me because it works. Like boom, I don't like cramp. My legs, these big legs, I ski, I lift things, Arch. These big legs, when they cramp, I can barely, it's painful. The hand.
It's a feeling.
You know the feeling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, don't like that at all. All right, go to the next slide.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Level of overall wellness before and after using the insoles.
And how did it go?
From 2.5 to 1.
That's huge. Okay. If you can make your level of overall wellness go almost to excellent just by putting insoles on, we're doing something right, Arch. You know what's funny is, a lot of people make claims. Oh, do this. Eat turmeric. My turmeric is the best in the world. You eat this and you're going to be Superman. We don't make any claims like that. And we love turmeric. Don't get me wrong. All right. And that's all good. But when you have a product that actually really does work and it really helps you and you actually feel the difference. All right. And these are people that it works. It just works. So I got to tell you, yes, you just feel better. And finally, what's the last one, Arch?
All right. Last one is overall feeling of mental alertness, focus, and concentration.
Oh, yeah. You're definitely going to concentrate more. Hey, Arch, if I send you some pictures, can you show them to people?
Yeah.
You want me to send them to your email or your...
yeah, send them to my email. Yep.
All right. I got to show this because you got to understand. This is like a typical day in Rick's life. Okay. I'm emailing it to you right now because you know what? Sometimes this is yesterday. RJ. And I'm not RJ on a computer. Yep. But large. All right. This is yesterday. And again, what did I do yesterday after? I'm telling you, the beers were delicious. Okay. Let me go back to this screen. Trying not to lose you.
You're doing pretty well though.
Hey, my computers are at the island right now, and I didn't feel like packing them up. And all right, did you get those?
I sure did. All right, let me just
Gotta
download them
start
all.
with the picture with me and John. We got to take down a wall and fill up the state. This is in my island house. The house was the original house called Mink Island, and they used to grow minks. And I have boards written from 1880s, and it's the coolest thing. And so the stairs were very tiny, all right? And we kept these stairs, but we wouldn't use them because we have bigger stairways, blah, blah. But my wife's like, get rid of these things. No one uses them. So I took the stairs up. So yesterday, we're going to put a closet downstairs where the stairs were. So that's the finished one. Hold on, go back two.
Nope.
Go back one. You see, the stairs were coming up where he's standing. That's a buddy of mine. That whole wall with power is going to come out. All right. And that's not easy because I built it. And if we really do good work, and I built that years ago, it's painful to tear out something. And if you look close, the molding is perfect. Everything is perfect. Yeah. I had to rip that out yesterday. So go to the next one. That's what it, no, that's two of them. Go one more in the middle. That one. That's the wall coming down. I got to fill in those stairs. I got to pull out all of those. I got to brace it, block. Yeah, that had to go. Pull the power, go. Next. And last night, we got it done. And no, that's the beginning. You're going the wrong way.
I know. I only got 3 pictures.
There you
Oh,
go.
here we go. Here we go.
So that
Wait,
was last night.
the stairs are gone?
The floor is in. I still got to stain it, finish it, blah, blah.
Ooh.
And I was short one piece of wood to go up the side. And it's fun. When you live in an island, if you don't have it, you can't whoop it out of your buttocks. Like, if you don't, we actually, it's funny, you know, we can reuse things, but I didn't have a piece of wood, you know, it's 42 inches high and 7 inches wide. I didn't have it. And I was done. I moved the power. The floor is in. I need to finish it anyways and sand it. But, and if you look, RJ, can you zoom into that floor? Go to the floor to the right. Okay, go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going to the right. Pull it back a little. I want you to show it. That floor is 12-inch wide boards that you actually drill holes in. And I plugged them with brown plugs, sanded them. And I did that floor. I was on my knees in that floor like 15 years ago for like a month because I wanted that floor to look like the original house. And they had wide boards back then. So we kind of ripped the floor out and put my new floor in. But that's all pegged with brown pegs. You really can't see it, Arch. Go back a little. You got to show them my pegs.
You can see them a little bit.
There you go. You see those? Well, go back. Right there. Stop. You see those brown pegs? Okay. Every single one, you have to countersink a screw. Then you got to glue it. Then you got to stuff a little peg that you drilled. Then you got to sand it. Then you got to sand the floor. Then you have to sanding sealer the floor. Then you put 3 coats varnish on it. You know, urethane. Needless to say, I love that floor. And she wanted me to rip out that wall, which RJ, I kept delaying it. Jolie, I'm like, Jolie, I don't want to do it. I love that wall. I made that wall.
Yep.
We don't use the stairs. I lost that battle, Arch. Anyways, that was yesterday. It's very fresh in my mind. This morning I got up and started to sand around it where you can see where the wall was. So I'd level it. And that was this morning. And I have a shopping list to get stuff. So anyways, RJ, let's go back to Insoles.
Back to Insoles. Share. Here we go. 2.
All right. I think we got all of those, right?
We got all of them. Yes. So on top of that, let's see.
What else do we have?
We got some pretty neat stories of reviews. One came from your buddy. Let me show you this picture.
Oh, my buddy Jeremy. He's a plumber.
Yeah.
He's an HVAC guy. He shows up at my house to do my HVAC. And he's like, Rick, I can only work like a couple hours. Like my leg is killing me. He was in a motorcycle accident. He almost lost his leg. So he limits what he can work. The guy's talented. He can do anything. He can do air conditioning, plumbing, heating. He does all of our propane work. Guy's really good, except he can only work for so long. So what did Jeremy say, Arch?
Here we go.
Pair of insoles.
Here's Jeremy.
You're gonna have to read it because I can't.
All right. In 2001, I was in a very bad motorcycle accident and nearly lost my leg. I am an HVAC repairman and constantly go up and down ladders into basements and crawl spaces. Basically, I'm always on my feet. For the past 15 years, the longest I could work in a day was about 5 hours max and in consistent pain. If I was lucky, I could endure 3 to 4 days a week and then I would have to stop. About 5 years ago, I received a pair of Nature's Frequencies insoles, and instantly I felt something. The first day, my pain went from a 8 to about a 3, which is amazing. I almost worked a full 8-hour day, more amazing. I started working 4 and 5 day weeks and could almost complete 8-hour days. This is truly amazing because for 15 years, the time on my feet was painful and limited. I cannot thank Nature's Frequencies enough for their awesome insoles. I am almost working 40 hours a week and doing it with less pain.
He is now skiing again. He used to ski. He couldn't ski. And every time he comes here, I give him a pair of insoles every time. And if I don't have them, I have my office ship it to him because he's putting it in everything he wears. And this is important to me. We took a guy, and no joke, he couldn't work on Fridays, not because he'd be spent. At 2:00, he wouldn't book an appointment. He'd be done. 12:00, last appointment. And, he's in demand. And he's like, guys, I just, and so whenever the first time he told me this, I said, come here. I took he's my size, 9.5. I go, what size are you? I took him out, put him in his shoes. He's like, what the hell did you just do to me? Like, Rick, I feel something going on down there. It's like the insoles talk to his feet, and it talked in a good way. So helping people like that, Arch, is absolutely huge. So, all right. Hey, Harry.
All righty.
I think you him, buddy.
Yep. Okay. Now we got a great little quick video from our buddy Nate. With some words on the insoles. So here we go.
Let's hear from Nate.
Let's hear it,
buddy.
Let's hear it from Nate. Here we go.
All right, Nate. If you could be so kind to tell us how long you've had your insoles and what your thoughts are with them.
All right. Well, I got to go back a little history because, Rick, you did me a really great favor. We had some conversations before everything happened with Nature's Frequencies. And what happened was we had conversations about the whole of what holograms can do. So when these things came out, you gave me a chance to use your unreleased inserts. So I was explaining at the time that, hey, I got a daughter. She runs all the time. I said, I want to try these things, but I think it will be imperative for her to try them as well because she does a lot more stuff on her feet. But what happened was we get these things, and of course she's excited. She loves every person. She's a relief person. She's every patch that you guys make. She's got them on her feet. She's got the Renew patches. That's one of her big loves. She'll sneak up and find everything I've got. So anyway, let me get to it. Get these things and I try them out. Now I don't try them for very long because I want her to try them. I already feel the energy and I'm getting like, wow, this is pretty neat. Now remember, I only got one pair of these things, so I'm kind of wanting to keep them, but she wants to keep her stuff too. So I'm like, I got more energy and I'm able to do more stuff. Because I'm, getting up there. I'm not saying I'm an older guy, but once you hit about 64, you kind of, whatever. You like to feel energized. So anyway, I get these to my daughter. That's where the story gets very interesting. She is a runner, and she is not a competitive runner per se. She runs every day. She likes to run. So she's telling me she wants to do this 100-mile run, and it's going to be in Arizona. Well, at that time, she's prepping her work and all this kind of stuff. And this was kind of before we got the insurance and such. So what happened was COVID kind of hit and we couldn't get to Arizona. So she has to do this 100-mile in Ohio. She got these inserts, and I want to give a little history. She hasn't run 100 miles before. 10 miles here, 5 miles there, 15 miles, 1 marathon. Didn't really do that well, but she ran it, didn't really like it. So she goes on this 100-mile trek, which takes from 4 in the morning till literally 4:30 the next day, about 23 and some odd hours, came in 4th in her class. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We had a hotel that you got to be out of by 11 o'clock. Well, guess what happens after you're on 100 miles? You want to sleep all day. But she recovered literally within a few hours, and it was amazing. And to continue this, I work a lot on my feet. I work in a job that has, as an electrician, it's industrial electrician, lots of stairs, lots and lots of steps, heavy boots. We go through a pair of boots every year, $200, $300 pair of boots. They're wore out in a year. I can't wait to get these to the guys I work with, but we are on our feet all day long. So this is going to be a real inspiration, but I will tell you, these things are amazing.
Ooh, thank you, Nate.
All right. You know, RJ, I want to answer a couple questions real quick, if I can figure out how to close this. Hey, Linda, your leg having a problem straightened out. All right. Not that we can cure anything or fix anything, but we can try to help. What I would do if my leg doesn't straighten out, I go to the muscle. I would put about 3 relief at the bottom of the muscle, 3 relief at the top of the muscle, 6 relief patches. Because sometimes your leg shuts down, your muscles, your body has a tendency to shut things down, all right, when it doesn't work right. And that's the meridian system. It just shuts things down. And sometimes you just can't move because it's not the muscle doesn't work, it's the meridian system shuts it down. So what I would do is try relief at the bottom and the top. There's over 110 different frequencies in their natural substances. It has a tendency to open up the meridians. And then wear the insoles and see what happens. All right. Always put the relief on before you go to bed, because you may wake up and it could all be better. Really important before you go to bed are patches. Your body heals during the night. So, I didn't say our products heal. I say your body heals.
The body.
So, anyways, somebody also asked Arj about putting it on top of it, an insole. Our insoles are not structural. Just so you know, that's how thin they are. They are, it's a special weave, which actually has silver in it. It's to hold the patches where they're supposed to be. They are not structural, so you can put them on top of the structural insole. And we tell people not to worry about it. It's not a big deal. But yes, they're not thick at all. I want to say it's like 1/8 of an inch, and then after you use them, it kind of packs down. And, so yes, you can put them on top of that. Hey, see that, Arch? I got some questions answered. How about that?
Pretty good.
All right. Do we have anything else or any specials or anything?
You know what? We actually do have a special, but before that,